Uchi Gama, inside sickle. Yes, inside sickle. Uchi is inside, Soto is outside. You're going to see a lot of techniques that are paired up that way. This is helpful instead of thinking of right and left, particularly when you're writing your journal. I step out with my right leg and then I sweep with my left. What do I do if I do it on the other side? I have to change the wording. I just say I step with the outside leg, sweep with the inside leg. It's going to be the same whichever side I'm doing it on. So Soto and Uchi are very helpful terms for your techniques. And these two, Soto Gama and Uchi Gama, fit together that way. Uchi Gama is inside sickle. What is a sickle? Have you ever seen the hammer and sickle? Looks like a big circle with a handle. Cut something, pull and cut. Really think of that when you think of what you're doing with your ankles on this one. I'm going to use 2 mops. So the two sticks that I have in the house that are relatively same size. If they're a little taller, even better. The nice thing about this is I can imagine that I'm pulling on the gi, and I now have a leg on the floor to work with as well. I'm going to roll my pants up so you can see what I'm doing with my ankles. This is an important part of the technique, both for Uchi Gama and Soto Gama. We usually learn Soto Gama first and then Uchi Gama. I would recommend looking at Uchi Gama first because a lot of people miss the hooking motion on Soto Gama. It makes a lot more sense for most people on Uchi Gama. So I'm going to start with stepping. Just like we do in Dashi Barai, we both step. They step back, I step towards them. I step back, they step towards me. The other side's not moving. Imagine the stick as the other person's leg. With Dashi Barai, as I pull back, I sweep when they step. This one, I step back with them, and my other foot steps behind their foot that stepped. And this is a critical part. My foot hooks back at me. See how my toes pointing towards me? I'm not just stepping behind them. I'm stepping behind and pointing my toe back at myself. My shin is attached to their leg, or in this case the pole, and I'm really locking them from their Achilles all the way up to the knee. Step in, step back, my other leg steps behind, I point my toe towards myself, and then I lean forward with my shin. You can do this either side, stepping, I step back, my other foot goes behind, I point my toe towards me, locking so my shin is attached to the leg, locking them from the Achilles up to the knee, and stepping forward. You can also practice this motion with the belts. Pull myself in and out, just like Dashi Barai. I'm keeping these belts taut the whole time. Even when I'm stepping out, I pull myself in, and even as I step out, I'm still pulling so they don't go slack. Pull in and back, and in and back. Other foot steps around, point my toe at myself, pull myself in, sort of rolling over my other foot and stepping. Better angle. Watch my feet. Step in and out, in and out, in. When I step out, my other foot steps in, point my toe back at myself, pull myself over my foot. My top of my foot is touching the ground now. I've locked their leg. I'm stepping forward, throwing them from their leg that's locked. Stepping, I take a step back, step in, point my toe back at myself, pull myself over my own foot. 10 reps, watch my feet. The first 2 I'm going to take 3 steps, and then the last 8 I'm just going to take 1 step. Each knee, sun, each knee, sun, each Oh. Hey. Hush. Good. Chew. Uchi Gama.